All right, guys, let's talk about spread. Spread is basically the difference between the bid and the asking price. I pulled up an example on Google here that we can use for you guys to see visually. As you can see here, if we stick with the Euro USD examples, the bid price is 1.1051 and the ask price is 1.1053. Okay, so spread is very important to understand because that is the price you're going to get in at when you place a trade. So if you see a spread that's very high, it's going to get you into the market a lot further down or further up in terms of where you initially placed your trade. So for example, if my spread is 50 pips and we wanted to get in on Euro USD on a sell, okay, if the spread is 50 pips, we could come over here and we can use the measuring tool here. Actually, let me see here, let me do like a price range tool. The market is currently right here, as we can see on the screen. So if I needed to get into a trade, 50 pips would be getting me in right here. Now this is a very large example, but as you can see here, this is where the market would get us in. So you can see out over to the right here above the blue box, you can see the number on the right, 50.1 there. Boom, if I click that, if we wanted to get in on a sell for Euro USD in this example, because of the spread that the broker is offering, it would then place our trade up here while the market is moving down. So we would have to catch up all the way over back here just to get back to break even in terms of the profit that we're making. So the market actually might be able to fall down to over in this range. Let's see if I can bring a little another line here, and we'll upgrade the time frame here to give us a better visual. So let's say the market comes all the way down here to this red line. Well, remember, because of the spread being so high, we actually got in when we sold Euro USD up here at this red line. So the market's currently right here, and it could come all the way down to here and made this huge move that we could have caught if the spread was very low, like let's say 1 to 2 pips, which it usually is on Euro USD. I'm just using this as an example for you guys to understand how important spread is. So if your spread's really high, you got to understand that the market is going to actually get you in all the way really high or really low compared down your entry point. So it's very important for you guys to understand what spread is. I'm actually going to show below this video. I'll give you guys a great example completely explaining spreads, all the numbers, what pips are. Pips are basically just a measurement tool that's going to measure the difference between the two currencies. It's an example. It's almost like a measurement tool of you actually traveling and driving down the road going from point A to point B. That's basically what pip is. It's just a measurement tool. Okay, it's usually the last number of the decimal place in the bid price or the ask price. So you can see here 1.1051, and you can see the ask price is 1.1053. So that's actually 2 pips because you can see 1 went to 3 there. Okay, that's usually how it works, but I'm going to deep dive more into it below this video so you guys can actually read about it and understand pips and spreads a lot more. But it's very, very important for you guys to understand that you need to be trading in times of the market and certain currency pairs with low spreads when you're actually looking on your MetaTrader 4 app, which we will get into, and it will show you the spread price. So you can see here where market currently is 50 pips. If that was the spread, you can see the market's getting us way in up here. That's just how the brokers make their money, is through spreads. So it's important to have a good broker, which I'm going to tell you guys. I'm going to give you guys all the best examples and the ones that I personally use and all my students use. Now, let's say, for example, we have a broker that might only have a 2 to 3 pip spread on Euro USD. So if we sold it right here where the market currently is at, you can see the market over here on the right, Euro USD. You can see how those numbers are moving. You see that 1.01842, and then it jumped to 3.6. So if it was a 2 pip spread and we got in on a sell, that spread's going to push us a little bit higher. So now you can see we're able to catch a lot more of the move and get ourselves into profit a lot quicker with a tighter spread. And what I mean by a tighter spread is that the spread is a lower number. So once again, look below this video. I'll have a whole outline explaining pips and spread to really give you guys a more advanced look at how it all works. But just keep in mind, you always want to be trading pairs where the spread is low so you guys can get into trades and actually catch the moves and make sure you're getting into profit right away.